January. In the month of January, I didn't really get many clocks, but I got one that struck out to me in a way. It was this Marlowe and Company mantle clock. It's electric and it's very unusual, and I've spent the last year almost trying to figure out how to get it to work because for some reason it runs backwards. February and March, I didn't really get anything done in my collection. There wasn't really any new achievements, so we were going to skip to April. In the month of April, it was actually a little busier in my collection. I got a grandmother clock at the beginning of the month, which luckily I was able to fix over the course of 8 months. And later on in April, I got a Hershey mantle clock, and it's really nice and probably one of the nicest sounding clocks in my collection, if you ask me. Now, May through August are going to be super busy. I'm going to tell you that, so be prepared for quite a lot. In the month of May, it was time that I decided that I was going to repaint my room and redo the floor. So, that is what I began to pack up my clocks for. Now, over time, my clock collection got smaller and smaller until all the clocks were in storage, except for a few of them, which I kept at home with me to repair, such as the grandmother clock and the electromechanical clock, which I never got around to fixing. June was just packing up clocks, nothing new. Um, but July was also basically just packing up clocks. Throughout in the middle of it, I went on a vacation, but I was able to finish the packing in July, and then August came along. All right, at the beginning of the month, I actually went to a flea market, so yeah, I didn't really want to pause collecting. So I was able to get two new clocks, and yeah, both of them are really nice, and I'm quite happy. Throughout August, this was probably the busiest month in my collection. So the beginning of the month was still doing the same thing as I've been doing May, June, and July. But in the middle of the month, I took a trip to IKEA and decided to go get some furniture for my room. We picked up a dresser and we also picked up some pegboards because we did not want to make holes in the walls. So, and then around that time, we're also painting my room. We had to move all the furniture out of my room first, obviously, but we painted my room and then we took out the carpet and replaced it with wood floor from Home Depot, and overall, I really like my wood floor a lot. Now, at the end of August, we finally finished my room. It was looking great. So, I moved back my desks and we set up my dresser, and then we set up my bed, and then finally we brought some clocks back. Now, obviously, the clocks that I kept at home were first, but we went back to storage over the course of the next week and we picked up clocks. And, well, once they were in my room, the collection was back together. Now, a lot of the clocks remain in my closet because there's no room for them to be displayed. We are still trying to figure out how to get them to hang in the upper wall, but I luckily was able to hang up a lot of the ones that you guys were interested in. And yeah, it's really, really nice that I was able to do this. And now we go into the month of September, finally. September was the month of my birthday. For my birthday, I got two DNA wall clocks, which are basically twins. I also got myself a Smith's Enfield mantle clock, and that's it for September. Nothing else really new. October was not really big in the clocks, but instead, I got myself the first new electronic in a long time, and I'm still trying to figure out how it works. But you'll see more videos come out on my electronics channel soon. Alright, guys, we hit November. So, most of this month wasn't really too busy for me, but at the day before Thanksgiving, I went to an antique store and I got these three new clocks. Well, actually, two different antique stores. Now, December, the final month of the year. It was undecided whether I was going to get any new clocks for purchase, but I didn't get any. But for Christmas, which is towards the end of the month, I got this beautiful new grandfather clock, therefore making 2023 the year that I got my first and my second tall case clocks. And I'm now the ending of 2023. Now, I'm going to admit, when I filmed this New Year's video, I thought it would be a good idea to have my broken clocks strike midnight. Well, I had them strike and it sounded amazing overall, but I don't really know what you guys think. But you may have noticed that I actually got one new clock before the year ended, and that was this mission style mantle clock. Alright, guys, this wraps up my 2023 recap. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully 2024 will turn out a very good year.